Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I wanted to share with you this really cool headband. This is the Tunisian Simple Stitch made into a headband out of 3 colors. I chose a bright red, a bright yellow, and kind of a lower tone green for this particular headband. So all you're going to need to do to make this is to take a piece of yarn and you're going to measure your head or whoever's head you're going to make this for, and then you cut it and you are going to make it to the length for that person. You can use any colors that you would like, of course. So if you're not familiar with Tunisian Simple Stitch, it is basically the first stitch that you would learn generally when you're learning how to do Tunisian crochet. It's a thicker crochet and you get a knitted effect on the other side, so it looks different than your traditional crochets. Also, when you're using this type of, or when you're making this type of crochet piece, you're going to use an Afghan hook. So mine's a little long for this particular project. You don't need one quite this long. This is a size 5, which is a little bit bigger because Tunisian Simple Stitch, or actually most Tunisian stitches, tend to be a little snug. So you may want to try different gauges to see which one works best for you. Okay, so we're going to get started here in just a moment. A couple of tips, I'll give these now, and in the other parts of the video is when you're joining your 3 colors together, you're going to want to hold them in each little group. So when you're joining the green over here with the yellow with the green, you're going to want to hold the green down so that your stitches stay nice and snug and you don't have any gaps. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, starting with your red, make your slip knot. And we're going to chain 9. Okay, now you have your 9 stitches and 1 bar on your hook. So you're going to insert your hook into the second ridge there, or ridge bump, okay? And we're going to just pick up a stitch in each ridge. I remember when I first started to crochet, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this. That was some years back. I do tend to go a little slow in the video because sometimes it's hard to see what someone is doing when they go too fast. So we've got our 9 stitches, 3, 6, and then 9. Okay, now we're ready to do our return row. So you're going to pick up 1 loop and pull it through. Now you're going to grab 2 loops all the way down. Now, right here is where you're going to add your green, okay? So we're going to drop our red and pick up our green. All right, now we have our green hooked, okay? So this next part is going to take a little bit of time because you're adding your second color, and you want to make sure that the stitches are nice and snug from the beginning, okay? So you've got one on. We're going to go all the way across with 3 stitches of each color. Drop your green and pick up your yellow. You want to hold your green down and your yellow down in the back, okay? So you have some nice snug stitches. Okay, and for the red, you're going to drop your yellow, grab your red, and you're going to hold it just like that. And then in your last loop here, you're going to, it looks like 2, but it's really just one bar. Okay. All right, now for the return. You're going to drop your red, grab your yellow, but hold on to the red because we want to keep our stitches snug. So okay, drop your yellow, grab your green, hold your yellow down. Okay. And this is the beginning. Now let's do one more row here. Okay, remember when you drop your green, you're going to hold your yellow. But on the second row, which we're on now, you're going to pull it a little tight so that you don't have a gap in here in your stitches on the color change. If you don't pull it right here, when you start your next color, you're going to end up with some gaps in between each color, okay? And then once you get the colors established good, of course you can pick up your speed. And hold your yellow down. Okay. Now, Tunisian crochet tends to not be as flat as your traditional crochets that you're used to working with. So like on this example here, you can see there's kind of like a curve to it, okay? And then over here, it's a little bit bent. And if I go like that and pull it, you can kind of straighten it out. So this is typical of Tunisian crochet, and this is what you're going to have to deal with. But however, it ends up being a really beautiful weave. So for your headband, you're just going to continue that way, okay? Every row, you're going to do exactly the same. So we'll just do one more row together really quick, and then I will meet you at the end when we are stitching it up in the final seam. Kind of pull that ahead of time. Now remember, one key I'm going to give you guys is to always pull your yarn on the third stitch right before you do your color exchange. So right here, you're going to want to take that yellow, pull it just a little bit so that your stitches are snug, okay? So and this is what it's going to look like as you continue up. All right, I'll meet you guys on the other side of this. Bye. Okie doke. So we have crocheted our band to the length that we want, and then we're going to connect the end with the beginning. We're going to sew it up, but first we're going to close our last row here. So you're going to close the way that you normally would. And I just stick with the main color on the close, which is red. Don't mind my bump there, I had to add some yarn. Okay, then it's just gonna blend in here. Hopefully it'll blend in. Okay. I left enough red. You want to make sure you leave enough of your main color to close the end up. Okay, so the main color is red, so we're just going to pull our yarn all the way through. Okay, and oops. This is always my favorite part because it means that, you know, like we're pretty much done. I mean, we're done. Yay. Okay. Now, on the close end, you're going to forget about this right here, okay? You're going to come in right here, this little loop here, and you're going to hook it into that back loop right there, okay? All right. And we're going to just pull it through. Oops, my green got caught there. Okay. Now your end is together. So we're just going to go down the line, stitch for stitch. The outer stitch with the next one. Of course, you don't have to have as long of a closing thread as I do, but whatever you're comfortable with. That gosh darn green yarn does not want to stay down. And then catch the outer loop of that one. Okay, now if it's done correctly, it should be fairly even on the outside, or the right side I should say, and then you can take these two and connect them however you would like to neaten up the ends. Okay, so let's flip it over and see. I'm going to cut these yarns because we can tie those here. Okay. So you're going to take your needle later and finish up your seam so it's nice and even there. And then you can also do the same on this side, okay? Finish it up however you would like. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Tunisian Crochet Rastafarian type headband. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.